Hello, Mira here, and I'm so pleased to be back. I missed last week, so I'm pleased to be back here chatting again to you guys out there. And there just always seems to be something that I want to share with you. And I noticed the other day, or one of my posts the other day, was about what's your what is your perfect job at? Now, this was sparked by one of my clients who was, well, I've seen it many times, but it was just sparked again the other day. One of my clients was reading a job ad and just went, oh, that is perfect for me. You know, that those times when you read a job ad and you just think, oh, yes, it's like it was written for you. And I'm sorry if you haven't ever experienced that, but it is quite, there's just so much there that matches who you are, that is what you want. And so what I was thinking, because you might not have seen your perfect job ad, or you might not have seen it for a while. So I posted the other day in the Facebook group, what is your perfect job ad for you? Okay, now there's a couple of reasons why we do this. One is that it gives you that clarity on what it is you're wanting, what sort of situation, what sort of work environment are you seeking? What is it when you read those job ads that you go, yes, 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 that's perfect for me? What's in those job ads? What is it about that career or about that job that appeals to you? That's what we want to sort of clarify. Okay, so you could be reading hundreds of jobs a day on Seek or Indeed, and if you're job seeking, I hope you are reading lots of job ads. But what we really need, people come to me and they say, I'll do anything. And I think, great, work ethic, tick. Clarity, direction, understanding who they are, understanding their own skills and strengths, no tick. Okay, so what we're trying to do is to sort of bring that into, this is where I can work really well. This is the sort of environment that I can thrive. Now, in this activity, you might sort of see it as a bit of a, wish list, Santa Claus wish list. But I think it's really important to get clarity, to get clear on who you are and what you have to offer. Because of the second point is self-marketing. Now, remember that 70% of your jobs are not advertised, so that is up to you to do the self-marketing. Pause. Let everyone absorb that. But yeah, it is really important to be quite clear on who you are, what you have to offer. So this is kind of a reverse activity in that. Okay, so for two reasons, clarity for yourself, and two, to be able to self-market. All right, so let's have a look. Now, the job ad went something like this. We are seeking a Now, I want to add into that even more. We are a business who Okay, so try and, if you can, think of the type of business. We are a not-for-profit. We are a government organisation. We are a local family-run business. Quite often I hear clients saying, I just want to work for a small family-run business. Me personally, I wouldn't like that, but some people do. So what sort of environment are you interested in working in? So we are a business. Fill in the What sort of business are you looking for, or organisation? The next one, seeking a what? What sort of job title do you think would be attached to this ideal job that you're looking for? Okay, now this is all about career intention. We're not narrowing too much, but it's what sort of job titles come up. And that can be a few varied, because sometimes you look up job titles and you think, what is that job? And then you sort of do some research and find, oh, that's that job, but they just call it something different. That happens in employment agencies a lot. So what are they seeking? So we are a something business. We are seeking a, what's the job title? And the next part I put was who believes in. So what's your philosophy, or who thrives to serve the customer, or who thrives to meet KPIs. Just that sort of philosophy of how you act, or philosophy of how you go about working. Okay, so we are a something business seeking a, what's that job title? And it's someone who believes in, you know, the power of the future or the power of the digital world or something that's sort of, you know, like just a general sort of philosophy. Okay, next part. We're looking for someone who has, now these are your personal strengths. You'll see these in the jobs ad. They'll be written all over the place, but you know, you'll see them. Personal strengths. What personal strengths do you hope to read and go, yes, that's me? Okay, so if you read something that says we're looking for someone who, you know, is super organized, functions at, you know, under fast-paced, you know, can do a million things at once, and you're the sort of person who likes to kind of just be shut off in one project at a time, do it, you know, it's like it's not going to match. So someone who is, and I've got a big long list of strengths here that I do with clients, efficient, enthusiastic, hardworking, powerful, patient, resilient, adaptable. That's going to be one that's coming through. Capable, organized, reliable, resourceful, sensible, supportive, courteous, cooperative. So these are all personal traits. These are your personality coming through. This is how you go about things. Honest, friendly, happy, helpful. All right. What sort of personal strengths are you hoping to read in this job ad? Because it's going to be yes, 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 yes. I've got all of those. I am all of those. Okay. So we're looking for someone who has, or who is, and you're rattling off your personal strengths. Just jot down 5 would be enough. There's normally 5 scattered between a job ad. All right. So we've got, we are a business or government, not-for-profit, council, locally run, family run business seeking a job title, who believes in the power of digital, or the customer is always right, or something like that. We're looking for someone who has the personal strengths, 5. Next bit. You know where you get to, you start reading it, you think, oh, this sounds good, this sounds good. You get to the, to be eligible, will have. That's where sometimes people drop off. To be eligible, now there's normally 2 headings here, must have or desired. So desired is their Christmas wish list, okay? Gives you a little bit of insight as to, you know, other things they're kind of looking for. So you include that in your resume if you've got it. But the must have, in today's market, unless you're trumping in all other areas, that must-haves fairly important. So what must-haves are you hoping in this job ad? So it might be a qualification. It might be must-have a Cert 3 in business admin, or must-have a diploma in counselling, must-have experience working with youth, must have experience working with the elderly or people with disabilities. So what sort of things are in your must-have list that you've got? Wouldn't that be nice? So you've got this list. It could be skills, you know, must have experience with Adobe, or, you know, CAD, some sort of, you know, computer software. Maybe you can put that in your must-haves. Remember, you must have it, so put it in if you've got it. The next part, desirable. Okay, it might be something you could put in there for this purpose. You could put in things there that you might be climbing towards. You might be, you might have started, you know, a master's, or you might have started developing, you know, certain software. So sometimes software isn't desirable because they realize that, you know, you can learn it, but it would be really nice if you already had it. So it might be something that you've started a course in, so you can put that in the desirable. And the duties will be, so what do you want to be doing? What do you really want to be doing every day? Now for this one, I went to my skills audit, which I do with my clients. So it could be things like, you know, running meetings, could be developing new programs, it could be managing projects, managing volunteers, supervising, mentoring, guiding, teaching, like doing inductions. Maybe that's what you enjoy doing, you know, bringing on that new staff. I've had people with that as a really strong passion. Doing the research, doing sort of background research into, you know, what's coming up for them so that they're ahead of the game. Content writing. You're going to be doing all the writing for the organization. Social media. Could be more admin, like scheduling appointments, data entry, filing. Just quickly going through my list here. Accounts, could be finance, you know, doing all the payrolls or the invoicing, managing the sort of strategic plan of an organization and their budget and how that fits in with you know, their direction. So it could be sort of, you know, are your jobs, are your daily jobs that you're looking for, are they big picture? Are they kind of vision? You know, is it helping direct the organization and the people in it? Is it sort of, this is where we're going and all the innovation and new ideas? Or are you more someone who sort of puts that into place, creates the systems, you know, does the follow-up, does the fine details? So what's going to fill your days in this ideal job that you're looking for? What are you going to be doing? So that's the duties. Sound like a pretty good job? It's bringing in that intention and bringing in that clarity for you. This is what I've got to offer. This is what I'm all about. This is the sort of place I want to be working with, you know, in, and the sort of people I want to be working with. And these are the duties I want to be doing. Okay. You start to, I talk about this all the time with career intention. You know, someone gets a new red car, all of a sudden you're seeing that red Mazda 3 everywhere. Have you ever experienced that? I have. And it's because it's what we're focusing on. So the idea of this activity is that it creates you to start seeing these sorts of opportunities, hearing these sorts of opportunities. People sit with me and you know, create that career intention, similar to sort of what you're doing, but we do it a bit differently one-to-one. But you know, creating that career intention, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want, you know, this is the sort of place I'm going to thrive. And then they ring me or email me a couple of months later and say, oh, this perfect job arrived. It's like exactly what I was looking for. Career intention, okay? You start to see those opportunities. If you are looking for only one thing, you know, it's going to be too narrow. But this is sort of these types of skills. This is the strengths that you know, I've got to offer in these sorts of organizations. So it's a career intention rather than just one job. This activity will help sort of create that process and make it clear in your head who you are and what you want. Just run through those once more. So the first one to fill in is we are a business. So this is your job ad. All right, I want you to create yours. We are a business. What sort of business? Not-for-profit, government, local, small, large, corporate, volunteering, whatever it might be. Online, work from home, seeking a, what's that job title? You can put a couple job titles if you like. Who believes in, what's your philosophy? What's your sort of, you know, what are you about in the workplace? Who believes in innovation? Who believes in, you know, standards? Who believes in KPIs? Who believes in customer service? We're looking for someone who is, they're your strengths, courteous or innovative or fast-paced or, you know, attention to detail. What sort of personal strengths? That's your how. How do you do things? Approachable. And then we're looking at, to be eligible, you must have, rattle off a few of those, 5 would be enough, and maybe desirables, which might be where you're climbing to. You haven't got it yet, but it's something that you might be doing in the future that you think would be sort of desirable to have. And the duties. What are you going to do all day, every day? What's going to be your ideal tasks that you love sinking your teeth into? Strangely, I can't see anybody on here, so I'm sorry if you're messaging me. But strangely, I was just doing some sort of sorting and alphabetical of past clients and things like that, and I don't mind that. I always say I don't like admin, but there's a lot of admin I don't like. But there are some things I like. I quite like that sort of categorizing and making things neat so that I can be, it's accessible to me, so it's more efficient. I like efficiency. So yeah, I'm always sort of redoing my templates and systems and things to make it more efficient for me. So what are you about? What have you got to offer? Who are you? And what's your perfect job ad? I'd love to hear some of these. So if you want to share them, please do. Or what it might have made you realize by doing this activity. But there it is for today. What's your perfect job ad? Have a go, and I'll see you again. Bye.